When I was a little girl, my house was full of whispers I wasn't supposed to hear. My mom would slip into the laundry room with the cordless phone, her voice dropping to a hush the second I wandered too close. Sometimes I'd hear her laugh a little too sweetly, or say a name I didn't recognize. My dad never asked about it in front of me, but I could see the way his smile thinned as the years passed, how his hugs for her grew shorter, stiffer. By the time I was 12, I understood what was happening. My mom was cheating, and my dad was pretending not to see it. I remember sitting on my bed one night and making myself a promise.
But somewhere along the line, it started to feel like an opportunity. Because me? I did have things to hide. It started with small lies. A late night, with friends, that was actually just me having drinks with Chris, a coworker I swore was harmless. A flirty text thread that turned into calls, then into hotel rooms. Each time, I promised myself it was the last time. Each time, I swore I wouldn't slip again. But the thrill was addictive. Chris made me feel wanted in a way Adam's quiet steadiness no longer did. Adam's love was calm, Chris's attention was fire. And I wanted both. The first time Adam asked to see my phone, I laughed. "What, do you not trust me?" I teased, making it sound like a joke. He brushed it off, but I saw the hesitation in his eyes. He'd noticed me flipping my phone screen down on the table, sliding it into my bag when it buzzed. A week later, he tried again. "You've been distracted lately. Who are you always texting?" His voice was calm, but I could hear the edge underneath. I rolled my eyes and shoved the phone toward him. "Go ahead, check it if you want. But don't expect me to stay with someone so insecure." That word, insecure, was my shield. Every time he got close to catching me, I weaponized it. I made him feel guilty for doubting me. I'd accuse him of being controlling, of turning into one of those jealous boyfriends. He hated the idea of being that guy, so he always backed down. And I always breathed easier, at least for a little while. But here's the truth. Adam wasn't insecure. He was intuitive. He could feel me slipping away even when I thought I was covering my tracks. The night everything fell apart, it wasn't because he snooped. It wasn't because I slipped up and left my phone unlocked. It was because Chris got sloppy. He sent me a message. "Last night was amazing. Round too soon." At the exact moment Adam was handing me my phone across the couch. I saw his eyes flicker as the notification lit up the screen. For a split second, neither of us moved. Then he handed it to me like it was made of glass. "Who's Chris?" he asked softly. I tried to spin. God, I tried. "He's just a coworker." "You're being paranoid." The words tumbled out of my mouth automatically, the same script I'd used a dozen times before. But this time he didn't back down. "I want to see the messages," he said. His tone wasn't angry. It was worse. It was calm. Final. I froze, clutching the phone like it was the only thing keeping me alive. I could feel my heart hammering in my chest, my palms slick with sweat. "You don't trust me?" I whispered, reaching for the old weapon, trying to turn this back on him. But he didn't flinch. He just held out his hand. "Give me the phone." I couldn't. I knew the second he saw that thread, everything would be over. All the excuses, all the pretending, all the careful weaving of lies. It would unravel in an instant. So I did the only thing I could think of. I stood up, grabbed my coat, and said, "I don't have to prove anything to you." Then I walked out, leaving him sitting there in the glow of the TV, his hand still outstretched. When I came back hours later, the apartment was quiet. Too quiet. Adam's things were gone. The drawers, the closet, the bathroom shelf. All emptied with military precision. On the kitchen table, my phone sat face up, unlocked. Next to it was a note written in his neat handwriting. I wasn't insecure. I was right. "Don't contact me." I sank into the chair and scrolled through the screen with shaking fingers. He had already read everything. Every flirty text. Every hotel confirmation email. Every photo I swore I'd deleted but had only hidden in an album. All of it. I expected rage. A scene. Maybe even a screaming match that ended with tears. Instead, he gave me nothing. Silence. Distance. That was his revenge. It's been 6 months, and I haven't heard a word from him. Friends tell me he's doing well, that he moved into a new place, that he looks healthier, lighter, like a man who dropped the dead weight he didn't even realize he was carrying. Meanwhile, Chris blocked me 2 weeks after Adam left. He said he didn't want drama. Turns out, I wasn't his great love story. I was just a fling he got bored of. So now it's just me, sitting in the echo of my own lies. I scroll through old photos of Adam sometimes. Him holding our dog, him laughing at a movie, him kissing me on the cheek while I pretended I deserved it. I think about how easily I dismissed his instincts, how quickly I called him insecure when all he was doing was protecting his heart. The irony is, the man I accused of insecurity was the one strong enough to walk away without looking back. And me? I'm left with nothing but the certainty that I became exactly the kind of woman I used to despise. I thought calling him insecure would keep him quiet, keep him second-guessing himself. But all it did was give me more time to dig my own grave. And when he finally saw the truth, he didn't waste his breath on me. He just left. Now every time my phone buzzes, I think of the last notification he ever saw. The one that told him everything he needed to know. The one that ended us. And I realize, I'll never get another chance to call him insecure, because the most secure thing he ever did was leave me.